Wow, I believe this is a first. Today a protest got physical. I believe this is the first time such has happened. I went to a midpoint tavern in Mankato, held up a very terse sign, "Taverns Destroy Society." The place looked dead inside. I thought the time was rather uneventful for drinking. It seemed as if about all that happened was a car or two giving me props, one car yelling obscenities, and inside the store one man tipped his decadent brew to me. It looked like it was going to be an uneventful day. One dude who worked there, maybe he was the manager or an owner, came out and told, "Get off my property. You're soliciting. Leave." "What's your problem?" As he was saying this, I said nothing. He grabbed my sign away from me. I grabbed it back. I told him, "Give my sign back." He ripped a piece off the corner of the sign. We struggled. He pushed me into the busy street. He went inside to do something I expected, to call the police. A Christian dude was jogging by. He asked, "What are taverns?" I explained. We got into a conversation about Jesus. I wish I didn't bother with the Jesus question, because I wasn't in that frame of mind. Ironically, I seemed to have more connection with him than the workers at the tavern. Two bald police officers came. They thought the Christian dude was with me. They told me exactly what I already knew, mainly I had a right to be there if I don't obstruct anything. I didn't respond to anything they said except to the inquiries about my identification, which are legally required. One police officer even asked, "You don't like cops?" "I don't like them either." I was glad I didn't budge. They weren't too anal, but they sure didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. My only worries about giving the silent treatment to police is how they would respond if I needed them for something. Some folks don't want to ever talk to the cops. I just don't want when I'm the one being accosted. I'd be open to talk to police about seeing a rape, for example. I was at a disadvantage since the sign was ripped. The message was cut off. I was regretting perhaps not talking to the police about the assault on my person, but then I thought it may not matter anyways. They may have used their discretion to not believe me enough to cite him for anything. It makes me sick to read books describing how politics enter even matters of charging crimes. It's tough. Afterwards, an angry worker came out yelling at me. Our exchange was not civil as I told her, "Shut up," at the end, and she told me, "Go to hell." I got it all on tape. The only problem is the sound of the cars drowned some of the speaking out. I imagine the voices could come to the forefront with some machines which can edit. However, the angry woman's voice was loud and clear. Although I audiotaped the assault, I don't know how much good this evidence would do if the prosecution actually brought it to court anyways. Since you can't see the assault, but in other matters, audiotaping could be very valuable. If, for instance, someone was lying like Richard Nixon. I was proud of myself. I have the guts to do this. I have the guts to stand up all alone for a most unpopular cause. Now I was even assaulted. The protest became physical. I should get a protesting stripe for this.